Hello everyone, my name is Robert Smith, and right now I'm a college student and I'm on summer break right now, and I just wanted to learn more about solar energy and how to build a solar panel from scratch. When I was trying to learn more about that, I was looking online for tutorials and video tutorials, and it was hard for me to find a full video tutorial on how to build a solar panel from scratch completely. It was like missing part of the process. It was either missing how to build the frame, or it was missing how to actually work with the solar cell. So I was just thinking that as I learn more about this, why not be one of the first to provide a free resource video for you guys to learn about solar energy and how to build a solar panel. So this is a fairly long video because I go into great detail about each item that I used in my adventure, and some of the things include how to work with the solar cells, such as placing a tapping wire on the solar cells, using a soldering iron, how to check the voltage and the current, how much you should be getting out of the whole panel, because in this video I'm building a 63 watt solar panel, and I show you other things such as what type of inverter to get, what type of battery to get, what type of charge controller to get, and the list just goes on. So it is a fun process, but it takes a lot of patience, so just be prepared for that. I'm actually going to eventually mount it onto a roof, and for my test roof I'm just going to use this shed behind me, as it has a similar roof to a regular roof that you'll find on a house. So again, I hope this is a valuable resource to you, and I won't talk too long, so let's just go ahead and just start building. Alright, so I just got back from Lowe's today, and I purchased some pegboard, and this is a 2x4, the size of it, and I have a 2x4 plywood that I'm going to use. I'm going to put this pegboard on top of the plywood when I start to assemble it. Over here I just have 4 strips of plywood that I had back in the back shed that I'm going to use as the frame, and I'm probably just going to cut them down a little bit more so they won't really block the shade from the, it won't create too much shade on the solar panel, so I really won't be blocking any power that I could be using. And I actually got some deck and siding stain, which is going to help with the UV protection, and it holds up to heavy foot traffic, and it helps with water and everything. So this is great for the weather conditions. So that's something. I got that at Walmart for about $8. It was on clearance actually, so I got a pretty good deal on that for a gallon. And about this plywood, the type of plywood this is it's heavy treated plywood that I got from Lowe's for I think about $12 or so. Again, that's a 2x4, and you can go with marine grade, which is the recommend grade for the wood, since that's what people use on boats and things like that. But they said that this can probably give me what I need for just the solar panels, since I'm going to have this UV protection coat on it as well. So you probably can get away with just going with a heavy treated plywood if you want to. And what I'm going to use for a template, just so my solar cells are even, is I had a spare sheet of plywood back in the shed, and I'm going to just go ahead and cut that up so I have some kind of template to make sure my solar cells are even and make it have a more of a professional look to it. So that's what I'm going to start with, is just trying to make a template for it first. Alright, now so I have my plywood set up that I'm going to use as my template, and basically you want to get a size plywood or that you're going to have for your solar cells, meaning I'm going to have 12 solar cells going down the line. So what I did is I made a piece of cardboard the size of a solar cell. It's a little bit larger than it, which I wanted, so I know I have a little extra more room when I get done actually adding it into this plywood. And what I also have are some spacers. All they are tile spacers, which I got from Lowe's. And this again is just going to give me that more professional look, so that the solar cells are evenly divided. So I got that around maybe $3. And again, the cardboard that came with my solar cells, actually it was shipped with it to actually protect the cell, so it was pretty close to the size of a regular solar cell. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start tracing that out, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna cut it up and everything. Now this cardboard, and make sure you have it somewhat straight. And I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these spacers here as well, and just outline that so I know where it needs to go. Alright, go ahead and put one over here. And we go ahead and lift that up. And what I'm gonna do is I have a staple gun that I'm gonna use just to hold these down. Staple it right in the middle. And it works fairly well. I mean, you can use some type of glue, hot glue if you want to, but this is just something that I had spare staples, so why not use this? Alright, so basically we're gonna do the same thing again, and just make sure it's lined up correctly, and just put some more staples and some more spaces here. Yeah, so you can just go ahead and put these down. And just go about it that way. And just keep doing it until you have 12 of these. Just keep doing that each time. And then we'll go ahead and just cut this with the jigsaw. You probably want to do that first, but I mean, I don't really think it'll make a difference. I know I have enough room to make 12 without going outside the board. So what I also just went ahead and got outside my shed is just a 90-degree ruler, just to make sure it's straight. So when I get down here, I know I have enough room and I won't be going outside the board with these spaces. So just line this up with the board and just trace an outline of it. And I know that each of my spaces on the right here need to be against this line, and I know these will automatically be aligned with the board. So that's just something you might want to go ahead and do that I didn't do when I first started off with it. So I just take my longer ruler here and just continue this line down the board. And so what I did was just remove that and just continue that line straight down the board. And that should give you just a nice even cut and keep all of these spaces even. Alright, so I done finished stapling all my spaces, my tile spaces to the template, and I have 12 spaces. And what I'm going to do now is start to use my jigsaw to actually cut the template. And what this is just a regular Black & Decker jigsaw. And you can probably get this at Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot, some type of home improvement store. And I already had this on hand, so price probably, I'm not sure, but probably in the $30 to $40 range. You probably found a good one for that price.
Hey guys, to speed up the process of me getting the rest of the videos out, just subscribe to this video, as it does show me you guys are interested, and I try to speed up the process of getting the rest of the videos out, as I do have to edit these and I do try to make them interesting. So again, just subscribe to the video and I try my best to get them out a little quicker for you guys.